Alright, so did the Suicide Squad redeem itself from that 2016 film? Let's go ahead and find out. Alright, so the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad, even though it's just, I don't know, is really not established, not really stated if it's a sequel or a reboot of that 2016 film. But it's pretty much that film that's trying to do what that first film couldn't do, and it's directed by James Gunn, and you could tell that James Gunn did this film. You could tell that he's behind this movie because there's a lot of similar emblems from Guardians in the Suicide Squad. Such things as the way the characters interact with each other, the cool music that plays in the background during some action scenes. There are some scenes where they're unique in their own way. For example, there's this one scene with Harley where she's killing a bunch of soldiers, but then there's these flower effects in the background, even though those flowers aren't really there. Or like this Polka-dot guy, whenever he does his thing, all these polka dots come out. I thought that was really cool. This movie is definitely more bloody, has stronger language, it's rated R. And speaking of character interaction, I definitely liked what this movie did more as opposed to the first one. They interact more. They could tell that they're just bickering back and forth. They bicker back and forth, and sure, it has its humor in it, but it doesn't overcook it. Especially with Harley. She's not in this movie a lot. She's a lot less than before, but that to me was a positive because her humor is not overdoing it. She's not just being annoying as I found her to be in the first one. But overall, the movie's not trying to say that they're trying to bring this group of characters in order to be a group of superheroes, in order to protect the world in case something happens. That was just thrown out of the table. They're just brought together by one specific purpose that's completely unrelated to saving the world. That purpose of them coming together to be more of superhero type, that ends up happening towards the end of the movie. That's much like the resolution. But what led up to that is them discovering certain things, some corrupt things that happen that I'm not going to spoil. In other words, the formation of the squad is not just something that happens and these group of people just get thrown in there. They just have to go with the flow like the first film. Beginning of the film, I was like, okay, there's going to be a lot of characters because you see a set of about 5 or 6, and you know from what you see in the trailer, there are about another 5 or 6 more. But then these first set of characters just get killed off in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and they just disappear. They pretty much had no purpose, and then the movie focuses on another group of characters which are the focus throughout the rest of the film. The movie also likes to do these moments where some tension is building up, maybe somebody's about to get killed, but then the movie cuts away from that and it switches to somewhere else, and then it states that it's moments earlier. So you know that something is about to happen before that transition was made. They just want to show what happened that led up to that. So it's taken away from the mystery, it's taken away from that tension because you know something's about to happen. The fact that the movie decided to cut away from that. The only one character that kind of stays in the background was Polka-dot Man. I don't really know too much about him. I did like the shark guy, Nanawe I believe his name is. I really enjoyed him. He's that sort of dumb, big looking character, but he's really funny. I really enjoyed when he's on screen, the things, the one-liners that he says. But regardless of the similarities, I enjoyed it. I had a really good time. I like the character. I like the way the movie fleshes them out a little bit more than the first one. Not overdoing this, not really trying too hard to be funny. That being said, I will say the Suicide Squad is a collectible, and I'm really glad it worked. I'm really glad that this movie was what it was. People might hate on it because it's directed by somebody who's working with Marvel, but you know, you can let it slide. Just set that aside, watch it, enjoy it, and have fun with it. Alright, so the Suicide Squad, if you've seen it, what did you think about it? Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. If you haven't seen it, let me know your expectations. If you like this video, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.